Good morning, good morning. It's a good morning. It is sunny outside and it's Monday. So, let's see what we have in the economic calendar. Of course, as always, we had 8:30 drop, some red folder USD news. At lunch, we have Fed Chair Powell speaking. I don't see this as being a good thing for the AM session, but I guess we'll see what happens. As you may have noticed, I have a little subscriber count in the bottom left. So hopefully that updates live. If we get a new subscriber, we should be able to see the number change. And yeah. So it is a little bit early. I'm assuming that no one has come in yet. I should be able to see who is here. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the market. Start off with a daily. We have a gap up, should be noted. We did hold this fair value gap and bullish. I guess this is a mitigation block, but could be considered a breaker since we took out these lows and went into this gap. So overall, market's still bullish, it looks like. We do have this massive SIBI, but since we took out this low and held this fair value gap higher, I am anticipating higher prices. So we do have this as well, which is being held, and we already took out this low and traded higher. So if we come down here again, that might be a little bit concerning, but as long as we hold above this candle's close, I am interested in seeing this go higher. So this is not the optimal structure. We do have a SIBI right here. Let's see. Yeah, so this is a fair value gap, which I like. It seems we've approximately traded to consequent encroachment of it, and yeah, on the lower time frames it's not very clear, but we do have this imbalance as well. So pretty much the work to the downside has been done according to my expectations, and potentially we can get this high cleared up. So let's see how big this range is. 150 points, that's pretty good. Last Friday, I called the move from here up into at least this fair value gap with a final target in this fair value gap. I was not able to position a trade, and I hopped off the charts right before a very nice entry. So this is the entry in question. My friend took this trade, and if I was still paying attention, I would have taken it as well. We had this phantom trend line, a lot of chop to the downside, then these lows being taken out and the re-entry into the fair value gap, and then bullish displacement and this fair value gap. So the entry would have to be here with a stop under here, and I'd be targeting at least this high and then having a runner, which I would trail probably and get stopped out at some point in this chop. So that could have been pretty nice, but I did not take that. So yeah, the account is still in pretty heavy drawdown, but potentially we could get some nice moves this week, and you know, recover some of the losses. I did just realize that I have not even opened Tradeovate. So let me just open Tradeovate because I like to do my executions through here. I feel like it's snappier than TradingView. I do need to stop mirroring my screen real quick, because otherwise you might be able to see my password and username. Okay, so I can put that back up. All right, so we are ready to go. Once again, 3 micros is all of the size that I'm going to be using. I am considering downsizing, but to be honest, my stops are so small that if I downsize, I don't feel like there will be any benefit. And it would basically make it impossible to ever recover the drawdown because it would take that long. So it is 9:25. We did chop this, and I don't like entering trades before 9:30, but this might have been a time to do so. So we have this inversion fair value gap / balance price range holding very nicely because we have this fair value gap as well. So perfect consequent encroachment of this balance price range. But again, not in any rush to take trades. Let's just wait for the 9:30 opening and see if 10 a.m. gives some kind of run. I do know that we have news at 12, so that might be a little bit counterproductive because we might chop before that. So this is in theory TP1. If I can position myself before this gets hit and take a partial there, that would be great. And then obviously we have TP2 over here, and if it wants to go up to this, that would be another partial. And I do want to just pay attention to this. Probably not this high. Well, maybe. I like having all of them marked out, even if they're not being used for take profits, because then I can see the reaction. So if we have a spike above here and then reject, then I might get out of the trade, trail my stop and stuff like that. Whereas if we blast through here, then I'm confident that I can have my TP on the next high. So I'm not really expecting all of this range to be done in the AM session. And I'm also not saying that it's going to happen today. These are just potential upside targets since I am expecting it to overall go higher. So we do have 3 minutes here before the market opens. And yeah, this balance price range could have been nice, and this fair value gap seems to be holding. We did just take out this high, so if we retrace, then we may be stuck in this range for a little bit. But we did have these equal lows taken out here, and then this is kind of like a box setup. I've watched every single video on ICT's channel, and he never really mentions that. Maybe it's private mentorship content, and I haven't gone through all of that. But I have seen this kind of in the charts, and I've seen people talking about this where there's equal lows taken and then it comes back to here once again before going higher. But I guess we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm not expecting this to go much lower. I guess it could go down to here, but if it rolls on further, it might be going for these lows. Overall, I am just expecting higher prices. The only concern I have is that all of this buy side was taken and we ran it lower, but we did just take out all of these lows and retrade into the fair value gap. So I do overall think it is bullish. The only concern, besides this kind of weird structure, is that we are holding this bearish fair value gap. So if we can roll over that, this would become a nice inversion targeting this high. So this is kind of like a redelivered rebalance over here on the lower time frame, and on the higher time frame it is just a regular fair value gap. So I think it's a pretty good area to expect it to go the other way. And if we do rip through here, I would like to be long. So yeah, we fully closed in this fair value gap right here. I guess this could be considered an order block, but I wouldn't really be confident in saying that. And we do have 30 more seconds before the market opens. So let's see what happens. We have fair value gaps here and here on both sides. So we'll see. Hello, hello. I see we have one person. Okay, we have a nice big candle up, fully closing in the 15-minute fair value gap to the upside, and it looks like the body might be closing below it since we had such a fat rejection. But it is just 20 seconds into the market open, so I'm not placing too much emphasis on the first few wicks. Once again, going to consequent encroachment of the balanced price range. Let me just say welcome in the chat to whoever is watching, because some people watch without audio, which is interesting to me. Okay, so we have a close way up here. Five-second chart is not to be touched as of right now. We did just wick through the 15-minute into this order block, and now it's looking pretty bearish. But there are a lot of factors to consider. The factors to consider, which I've already mentioned, is the news at 12. So it ran through this balanced price range one last time, and now it's pumping completely. It looks like I'm not going to be getting any kind of entry. If it wants to come to consequent encroachment, I could take that trade. 16. But this is not convinced just yet. We didn't get any kind of close above the 15-minute fair value gap, and the high was just taken. The lows are still intact. We'd get a retrade into consequent encroachment of the balanced price range, which is full closure of this fair value gap on the 5-second chart. Let's see what ES is doing. Now this looks pretty bullish. So now if it goes to 16, it could be interesting. But I feel like it's just gonna rip on higher. This is not the kind of price action that I like to trade. These imbalances were wicked through many times, which means that if I entered on any of these, I would have been stopped out, because otherwise I would have had to have a pretty wide stop. And here's TP1 getting hit. I was thinking about entering over here at the consequent encroachment of the inversion 15-minute fair value gap, but I didn't have the confidence to do so. And okay, it's 20 points, which is pretty good. Price is moving relatively fast, which is another thing to consider, because on the 5-second chart, when it moves this fast, it doesn't retrade into any fair value gaps. Like for example, right here, I was thinking about taking this if it came back here, or this inverse, before taking out the high, but it didn't do that at all. ES is a lot stronger than Nasdaq right now. I'm assuming Nasdaq will get pulled up by the strength of ES. So we have SMT on the lows. Yeah, this is not the kind of price action I want to be trading. It's not very explosive. There's not a clear run. Obviously, we have this fair value gap going into this high, but this is not something that I would take right at 9:30. If we had this happen at 9:30 and then this happen at 10, I would have probably taken it, and then it would have been cleaner because there wouldn't be this crazy volatility at the open. We did take out these equal highs, but I do potentially believe there might be further upside. Again, we might be stuck in this range because of the lunch news, which I am very much keeping in the back of my mind. And I am quite happy with myself because I haven't been taking too many trades, especially when I'm unsure what it might do. And I wish that I would have done this last Monday when I took out a big chunk of my account, just trying to guess the direction while price was not being particularly one-sided. Once again, reacting off of the consequent encroachment of the balanced price range. Whoops. Right in here. This looks like a pretty good setup on ES. It took out the low, came down here, and now it's rejecting. On Nasdaq, it's a little bit less clear because there's no low that's been taken, but we did have the 3 drives lower and now a bounce to the buy side. Now I would be curious if we got this, but because of all the chopping that we did, we might just get a pump right through. If we can have this form a fair value gap and then trade into it, I'll be looking for any PD arrays on the 5-second chart to drive us into this next high for about 30 points. So it looks like we're going to be taking this high. And we did take it indeed. So I doubt that we're going to get all of this move back down. Don't want to be chasing price. Could have entered on this volume imbalance, but we're in a pretty good premium to be taking longs. So once again, the expectation was to get these buy side targets. Whenever you see these blue lines on my chart, those are the targets. The only other time I use them is if I mark out, like for example, if we have taken these lows already, then I would mark this out to remind myself that the work has been done to the downside. But if you look at my charts, you can very clearly see the kind of targets based on these lines, and these rectangles which I've extended to the right are imbalances, which I think are, let's use the ICT word, salient in terms of the narrative. So yeah, we got pretty much what I was expecting. We did get this holding, but once again, I wasn't able to enter a trade because I couldn't trust this because of all of the chop. And I know the likelihood that of this holding. However, I like to keep my stop losses tight, and on moves like this, there is no way to do that because otherwise you would get stopped out on these wicks. So that may be a potential improvement for myself, is to, because if we think about it, this stop loss is 15 points. That's not even that bad. Like if I enter a consequent encroachment and put it under this low, it's basically 10 points. So that's not even that large. It's just mentally, I think that I should be able to take a PD array like this on the 5-second chart, either here or here, put my stop right under it and catch this whole run, because that's what I've been doing before. But then you get stopped out pretty often, and you don't let your quote-unquote edge, which is basically narrative in my opinion, to do its job, because and then you get things like this holding but wicking through it, and you get stopped out despite being right on the overall premise. So that's a point of growth for myself, and I will be taking that into consideration, because this is not the first time we get something like this, and of course there is the possibility that I'm going to be wrong, but if I was going to be wrong, I would be taking a stop loss anyway. So at least this way, when PD arrays hold, which I'm expecting to hold, I won't get stopped out. Today I didn't take a trade, so that's also something which is pretty good for me, because otherwise on other days I would have been more impatient And in all of this, I don't know where I would have really gotten a good entry, which I don't consider as chasing price, because once we get this run up here, I guess we do get this breaker, but it could come down here a little bit more, so I would have to keep my stop under it. So we are getting a massive rejection off of this high, which is why I have it marked out. I told you that if I were in a trade and I wanted to partial or I wanted to hold it, I would be looking at every single potential reversal point and measuring whether it's holding. So for example, if I were in a trade from down here and we got this massive wick to the downside, I would probably put my stop loss under this wick or somewhere in this general area to not give back a lot of profit, especially if this sell side imbalance is holding. So if we don't get a run through this, then I would be trailing my stop pretty tight, because then on the 5-second we're getting bearish order flow holding and we're all the way back down here. So this would have been a very precise, like to make money on this day, you would have to be very precise in your entry and exit, because if you enter too early, you're getting stopped out. If you enter too late, you're chasing it and it's just reversing all the way back down. So we did get the run we were hoping for into these highs with these potential targets. As I said, not expecting these to be taken immediately, but they are, if it wanted to run and I had a runner on, then I would be looking at these to take off those runners. And we have a retrade all the way back down into here. So at this point, this is kind of a seek and destroy day, because we took this sell side and then we took the buy side and now we're taking the sell side again. So this could be considered the Judas swing to the buy side, but there was no entry to the downside. So on the 1 minute is just a few candles up and then a few candles straight down. Hold on, I have to take this phone call real quick. Okay, we're back, and in that time we pretty much did nothing, so I'm not really worried that I missed anything. Sorry, I had to take the phone call, so I couldn't be watching the charts in that time. But pretty much from this over here, turtle soup came all the way back down here. I was never gonna take this trade. And from here, we reacted off the low and came back up into at least 50%, I'm assuming. Yep. So let's check the 5-second. We had this rundown, and yeah, there was nothing in here. Absolutely nothing. ES as well. I guess this could be considered. But yeah, this is not... This is not the kind of market conditions I want to be risking capital in. It appears we have one viewer, so hi. Let me just... back. Okay. Yeah, so now we might get a run further into the highs based on this fair value gap. This fair value gap, which overlaps with the original 15-minute inversion. And yeah, we're probably gonna rip higher, but I wasn't able to see this on time. Yeah, this could have been pretty nice actually. We got the fill on the 1 minute. Let me just actually draw that out. So we had this on the 1 minute, body closed at consequent encroachment of it. This could have been an entry holding for at least here, which is already 25 points, and furthermore up here, which is 50. So that was this rundown in here. On the 5-second, we did not get a retrade into any of this, but potentially over here could have been an entry. Depending on what ES was doing at the same time. Yep, so ES filled this. ES is a lot cleaner right now. So we had ES come down into this order block, fair value gap, and then we had this kind of consolidation and run up. But it did just take these highs, and now it's still stuck in here. So I'm not really interested in what it has to offer right now. It is about to be 10 a.m. so it's 10 a.m. right now. So we could get a further run up here, but I'm not super confident because of the news that is dropping at 12. If we get a really clear setup where it sweeps the low and like something like this, and then continues higher, then that might be interesting. But as of right now, I don't see anything high probability in the charts. If this hadn't taken this high, it would be low resistance to the buy side, but this is once again one of those days where it takes the high, then the low, and then it's going to take the high again, which I find really difficult to trade. This is also an inversion right over here, which wicked down into it. But yeah, now it's probably going to take this high and run up here. But I think we're in a premium and I won't be able to find an entry. It's already done a lot of work. If I was on the charts for this, I think I could have taken it, but because I was taking that phone call, I missed it. But this is once again a very nice setup. We took all of these lows down here and then came back right to that, which is consequent encroachment of the higher time frame fair value gap, which I probably would not have taken, but I would have seen this as indicating that we're going to go up here, and then on one of these fair value gaps I would have tried to position myself. Obviously there's no guarantee that I would have held the trade through all of this chop, but I like to believe that I would have managed to profit on it. And now we just had this run happen. So yeah, took the high, and it's probably gonna go up here if I had to guess. I feel like this is another successful live stream. We had a pretty good read on the market. Despite not taking any trades, I am pretty happy with my kind of interpretation of what was going on. I think it would make the live streams a lot more exciting if I were to take a trade, but there's a lot of waiting in the markets, and I don't think it's realistic to expect every day to be a trade. And before, when I tried to take a trade every day, I did a lot of losing. So now I'm doing less losing and also less trading overall. And hopefully this allows me to preserve my capital long enough to kind of find some really clean setups where I can make back the drawdown and potentially get a payout. I think this live streaming is helping me with my discipline because I can talk through all of my ideas, and there is the added pressure of showing people losses, so I really don't want to take losses, which doesn't mean I'm scared to take a trade, but it does mean, because I did take a trade I think on Friday, but it does mean that I'm waiting for some really one-sided conditions where I think I know what to expect, and I think I know where to enter and where to take profit. So this is the very beginning. It's only been like a week of streaming, not even, but I am quite optimistic for what we can do, despite there being 0 viewers right now. Also, I find it pretty interesting that people watch the live streams after they're already done. So I am just gonna be leaving those up because there's no reason not to. Unfortunately, they're gonna see a black screen for a while because I had to take a phone call, but the nice thing is in the recording afterwards, you can just skip through it. If you're watching live, then you can't, so there's that. Again, if you're trading, make sure to use my Apex code for the discount and stuff. But yeah, 10:08 again. We've already moved a lot. Like, we already took this high, took this low, and took this high again. And even if I think that it can go up here, maybe on the 5-minute, maybe. So we did take out all of this already, so I might just remove it. This gap stays open, by the way. This is the opening gap for the week. It'd be interesting if we do get a retrade down here on the 5-minute, which I think is pretty unlikely. We might get a retrade to consequent encroachment of this. I guess we'll see. And I'm not really worried about this high. The main high I'm worried about is up here. But this is going to be another successful TP in theory on the way. There's also this fair value gap, which again, I'm not expecting this to hold. We have an immediate rebalance on the 3-minute. So yeah, this might not come down here again. But if it does come down here and sweep this, I might be interested in taking a long up into the highs. ES has not yet taken out this high, which I like, because it means that we do have further upside that can be taken. Yeah, so barely missed the consequent encroachment of the wick, and now it's probably just going to keep going up. If I was really aggressive, I would long it right here. But again, we're in such a premium that I don't want to guess, and the range to the upside is no longer that favorable. I guess in theory we could go all the way up here for 50 points, but this is less than 20. And at this point, I'm definitely chasing it if I get in. I was hoping that this would retrade a little bit lower, but again, the immediate rebalance means that that's highly unlikely. It would have been nice to see this hit consequent encroachment. And yeah, I'm assuming this will just run. This will just blast off now. Might come back down to this. ES looks like it's about to go up. And so does Nasdaq. Okay, this is basically the bottom of this. I do think this is a decent trade now. Hello, what happened? What? Why are my orders not working? What is this? What? Can my orders please work? What if I try on TradingView? This is rather unfortunate. Rejected. Why is it rejected? I still have... What? Well, in theory we would have lost, but I wouldn't have taken it after it ran up through this high. What's wrong? Why? Okay. Yo, Maverick, good morning. And we are getting these highs taken. I don't get it. Why are the orders being rejected? Is there kind of... Is it just down? Is there... Well, okay. Apparently Trade is just down, so that's great. Trade is down, Apex has an update. Thank you, I was not aware. Where are you getting this information, by the way? Because their Discord is no longer active, which is really annoying, because that's where I was getting all of my information. Can't trade either, yeah. Well, we're not missing much, to be honest. We're not missing much. Do they just have this information on their website or something? No, wait, not here. They should make this. Okay, good. Do they not have somewhere where they just tell us? Because that would be great. Hey. What's that? On the help desk page on their web page. Okay. Help desk. Welcome to Apex Trader Funding. Blah 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 blah. Where? Where do you see it? Ah, at the very top, obviously. 7:15, okay. Thank you for bearing with us through the weekend while we update our system. There are a few things that are not few minor things, like order execution, bro. Trade evade in regard to market data. Well, my market data seems to be working just fine, just doesn't let me execute. We have determined that it will be best if we flatten existing positions and halt trading. Ah, okay. We have turned off the purchases for new trading. Okay, cool. Not due to our weekend activities. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, that basically clears it up. There's no more trading today. I mean, I'll be happy to hang out, but I guess, you know what, when it comes up here, that's when I'll end the stream, because we can call that a successful day. Then I'll be able to see that it went up here after I called it. But also, it might just chop around, stay in the middle of this range, all that good stuff. Because we do have news in like an hour and a half. Wait, yeah, an hour and a half. And I'm not going to be worrying about that because trade evade is down, and also because it's launch hour. Too many problems with Rhythmic, and trade evade with Apex kind of annoying. Yeah, I mean, I was away for a month, but I noticed that there was a lot of stuff going on. I'm assuming that is just because of how, like, the ridiculous amount of people that have been getting into prop trading recently. I don't know if other prop firms have the same problems, because Apex is kind of the cheapest, so I just went with them, and I didn't really consider anything else. But if you have experience with other prop firms that you think are worth it, like that are relatively cheap, because I'm still developing. Like, by still developing, I mean I've been here a while and my analysis is pretty good, but I've not gotten a payout. I have gotten a bunch of funded accounts, but what really matters is the payouts, and I am getting there slowly but surely. I do think my trading is improving. But that being said, if you have any suggestions for other prop firms, like, I do like Apex. I like the structure of pretty much everything they've done, but let's say on a day like this, it would be nice to have a backup even though I'm not that rich, to have like a bunch of prop firm accounts. But like, notice this closing right at consequent encroachment of this. Yeah, if you have experience with like, I think some off the top of my head, a few names that I am familiar with are Bulinox and Take Profit Trader, although I think Take Profit Trader is a little bit more expensive because their payout structure is like you can get a payout basically on the same day as you get the account, which is not what I'm trying to do, because you trade on Tradeovate exclusively on Rhythmic. Well, I'm on a Mac, so I don't have access to any platforms that support Rhythmic. So my plan was to basically use Tradeovate for a while because it's free, but I want to buy MotiveWave, which does support Rhythmic on a Mac, and yeah, that's like $600 for a lifetime access. So because I don't really want to be paying for it monthly, I feel like it'll add up pretty fast. Let me actually look it up. Let's see, MotiveWave. Pricing. Okay, yeah. So 50 per month, or where does it say? Or 600 forever. So that's basically 1 year, and like it'll pay off in 1 year. So there's really no, like, this is a pretty significant amount. Like $50 a month forever is a lot. But yeah, as soon as I get a payout or two, I'm definitely getting this, because first of all, on Apex, the Rhythmic accounts are cheaper, but also I just feel like Rhythmic is more robust in general than Tradeovate. Like, Tradeovate is... Apex is not the cheapest if you consider the activation fee. For example, Take Profit offers $90 eval and activation fee all in, much cheaper, but you gotta take your time to pass the eval. Take Profit is cheaper? Really? Let's see. I was under the impression that it's way more expensive, but then again, I haven't really looked into it. What am I looking at? Okay, there's just one account. Okay, cool. 25k, 3 contracts, 10 micros, profit, daily loss limit. Oh, why is there a daily loss limit? Okay. Oh, this is, yeah, this is a lot better for basically the same price. Okay, is there no Tradeovate? Oh, there is. Okay, cool. Sick. But is there like discounts for this, or like what's the deal? $90 eval and activation fee. So what? Commissions. Okay, don't care. Scaling plan, none. Rules, none. Consistency, yes. 50%. Okay, that's fine. They have promo $90 for the 25k. Okay. How do I access the promo? 40% off for life, never play. Ah, okay. Got it. It just says on the top. Okay, cool. 40% off is 150 times 0.6 is 90. Okay, yeah. And there's just no activation fee. Okay, that sounds reasonable. Yeah, I found it at the top. Okay, well, I might consider this. And what, have you used this and you've just never had problems with Tradeovate? Because how is it that the accounts only on Apex have a problem with Tradeovate? Like, wouldn't it just be Tradeway as a whole if they can't handle the amount of traffic that they're putting through their system? I guess maybe they have separate servers for the different platforms. Daily loss is a hard rule. Okay. Wait, does that mean that if I get funded, like, okay, you lose? Okay. Does that mean, is that only on the eval or forever? Maybe if I type in the chat, this conversation will happen faster, because I'm pretty sure there's a delay, I think. Both eval and funded? Damn, that's... What's the point of having that at all? That's... I don't know. I mean, okay, I guess it's not that big of a deal. What about 170 times 0.6? Okay, 100. Yeah, because it's probably better to have just a little bit more room. Although, I don't know. Do you trade the 25K? Or the 50? No trading lots, okay. Is this for the eval? And then 0 days, okay. Immediate contract limits, nothing. 3 resets, what? To be honest, on the 25K one, I have tried the 25, okay. Once you prove yourself, we will not make you go back to the test. Okay. Yeah, but I'm assuming this is very expensive. Do you know how much this is? Fees. One time 130 fee. Didn't it just say that there's no fee? The monthly fees go away completely once you... What? This is a bit confusing. Oh, is it just part of the promotion? Never pay an activation fee. Okay, never mind. I mean, I'd be down to try this. You're saying... Yeah, okay. You're saying that you've not had problems with Tradevate on this? I don't mind. I'm not like married to Apex. I'm probably gonna get like more prop firm accounts later on anyway. The thing is, right now I have an account, so there's no point in really getting another one. What is this? They have it in Spanish. Okay. Cool. Do you know if they support traders outside of the US? Knowledge base. Let's see. Countries. Restricted countries. Okay. My country is not restricted then. Never had any problems. Apex has some own servers with problems. Okay, sick. Do they have a Discord server? I would love to join a Discord server. Take profit trader Discord. I'm Greek. Nice. I'm Bulgarian, but I live in the Netherlands. We go to Greece every year. I don't know if you've heard of Keramuti, but it's a nice little beach across one ferry boat away from Tassos. And everyone goes to Tassos, but Keramuti is also very nice. Take Profit Club, Take Profit Trader, The Funded Trader, Take Profit Trader. Don't think they have a Discord. Bro, why do they not have a Discord? Discord is like the most important way to communicate. Let's see. Yep. It went up. It went up right here. Boom. Called it perfectly. I was like, watch this close above the consequent encroachment, and then boom, straight to here. And I'm assuming it'll spike through here as well. But this is more than enough to say that my analysis was right. Again, couldn't trade it, but it's fine. Yeah, after this came down here, these would have been long entries as well. Like this volume imbalance would have been perfect for a long, considering this breaker, with a stop probably somewhere down in here. Yes, I am quite happy with today, except for obviously trade like Apex is down. Great, that's annoying. But yeah, we'll get there. As long as my analyses keep being this accurate, we're gonna be just fine. So what? There's no Discord? That sucks. But okay, fine. No Discord. Apex Discord is also shut down right now. Okay, I'm gonna write down in my notes that I need to look into Take Profit Trader. Take Profit Trader. Have you noticed whether the promotion goes away? Like Apex promotion says that it's gonna end, but then it never does. Does the Take Profit Trader promotion disappear after a while? Because I don't know how quickly I'm gonna jump on this. Like right now, I wanna get my Apex account out of drawdown, even if that means, like, if this happens more than 2 days per week where I can't execute, then I'll switch. But for now, I don't really care. Like, I didn't miss that much today. Like, maybe I would have made like 200 bucks, which is still really good because I'm down like 800. So I need a couple of these days to make it back. But that's fine by me. Watch this fair value gap as well. Inversion fair value gap, consequent encroachment, plus this fair value gap means we are going up here. Has been there for at least 2 months. You should sub to their newsletter. They send emails. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Where is the newsletter? Where is it? Emailing list. This is my email where I send everything that I might one day care about, but that I don't want to spam my work email with. I did subscribe, right? Yeah, okay. Email. Okay, cool. I don't really care. Basically 900 all in. But that's actually really annoying. Or not 900, 90 all in. But this is really annoying that you actually lose the account if... Hold up. Drawdown. Do not hit end of day maximum trailing drawdown. Daily loss. Are you sure? Where does it say it? Blue Sky many times at 50%. 65, does that include the activation fee, or is there no activation fee? Do not hit end of the most common failure of good news included. You'll see it. Okay. What? Yeah, no fee all in for 65. Do they do payouts? Have you heard anyone be paid out with them? Maximum trailing drawdown. Yeah. Okay, wait. Daily. Do not hit daily loss limit. Ability not is one of wait. Key to daily unrealized losses. Okay, closed by the system. Please note that you need to keep track of your commissions for rhythmic accounts. There's column and archery. What? This does not answer my question. One of the most trustworthy, but they put you on live pretty quickly. Okay. Do they also have some... Wait. Oh. Blue. Like that. Okay. What? Dude, all of these websites are so ugly. Like, oh my god. They could make these so much simpler. Like, okay, blah blah cookies, blah blah. Why is there so many things just like go away? Evaluation. Okay, hold up. You said 65 for the 25k, 50%. Does it say that on the website as well, or static evaluations? Anyways, daily loss limit 600, trailing drawdown. Okay, cool. Trader view. What is this? I don't care. Profit goal, trailing drawdown. What is this? 1, evaluation. 2, earning. 2B bro. Oh, okay. Bro, why do they have to make it so complicated? Ah, 24. For what? Oh, okay. So they have it sometimes, it's not right now. Okay. Refund at brokerage. What? What is this? Not now, but when it, yeah, okay. Got it. Do they also have this? It fails the account, but this room, okay. So they all have that. That's incredibly annoying. I mean, not that it's not doable, it's just really annoying. Because on Top Step, I'm pretty sure that if you hit the daily loss limit, they don't care and they just reset your account for the next day. As in, not reset, but like it's activated again. So it just turned off for the day. But yeah, as I said, when I get paid, I want to buy this so that I can trade on Rhythmic as well. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe one day I'll get the full thingy, which is like 1.5. And the only reason I would want to do that is to automate strategies, but that's gonna be a while from now. Because first of all, prop firms don't even let you use bots. Second of all, I don't have a bot or know how to make a bot. And one day I will probably try to do that, but it'll take a lot of work. And right now I don't even have confidence in myself and my strategy. Like, I do have confidence, but I haven't proven that it works by getting a payout. TopStep is a good choice, yeah, but they also have the activation fee. And they're $50. Apex is like $20. Or $30, I don't know, depends on what discount they're running. I did trade with TopStep before, but now I'm with Apex because they had a massive promotion thingy and I got an account with them, so yeah. Okay, don't need this right now, but yeah, I want to be able to trade Rhythmic. And yeah, this one right now is a little bit interesting. You can buy a used Dell Windows PC for, yeah, but I already have a beast of a laptop, so why would I get another laptop which is nowhere near as nice just to trade on Rhythmic, when, to be honest, Trade-of-8 is just fine. Like, I'm perfectly fine trading on Trade-of-8 on my Mac. And also, yeah, $100. I mean, Motive Wave is $600, which there is a difference there, but the point is that Trade-of-8 is free right now, so I don't really see a reason to mess with what I have going. Like, right now, switching to Rhythmic is not going to make me more profitable than I am. I just need to keep doing this. Also, we did get this high taken, so pretty happy with that. Again, I am expecting it to ultimately go up here. Another trade that I called from this fair value gap right up here. You prefer Trade-of-8? Yeah, Trade-of-8 is nice. The only thing is, I don't like that, like, there is no take profit and stop loss. I don't know if Rhythmic has that. If you've ever traded on Rhythmic, I don't know, because I haven't. So do they have a stop loss and take profit the same way that Forex does? Or, like, for example, TradingView paper trading, I've seen ICT set stop losses and take profits, which update automatically after you take partials. And Trade-of-8 just doesn't have that. Like, I mean, they do, but you have to set brackets beforehand, and it's really annoying because I just don't like having that. Like, you have to turn this thing on, ATM on, and then you have to do this, which just, I don't know. I could use it, but I want to be able to have this off, and then once I set a stop loss, have it like automatically update based on how many contracts I'm in. Okay, so Blue Sky, this is basically the same thing, right? No activation, like this and take profit is like the same thing, right? Where if you hit daily drawdown, it gets rid of it, like it blows your account, and then there's no activation fee, so whatever price they give you, that's what you get. And there's a taper. Trade-of-8 has many features missing, especially brackets when copy trading multiple accounts. Yeah. That's why I said that I feel like Rhythmic is more robust. There's like, it's more complete, and whatever you want to do, you can do it. So I do want to ultimately get MotiveWave because it just seems like a nice platform, but Trade-of-8 is free, so it's really difficult to complain when you can just use it like no one cares. Like you're not paying them, so yeah. There's no daily drawdown on Blue Sky after you get funded. Does Take Profit have a daily drawdown? Other option is My Funded Futures, which is $80 all in. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I should be writing all of these down. My Funded Futures, Blue Sky Pro. What else do we have? Take Profit Trader. I think that's what we had so far. Blue Sky, Take Profit Trader, and oh yeah, Top Step. Okay, but I know about Top Step. I have an account with them, as in like not a trading account, but just an account. My Funded Futures. Let's see. But yeah, wait. Before that though, I wanted to know, is there a daily drawdown in the funded account? Like once you get funded here, Pro. Is there with environment sim live profit split 80-20? What? Bro, Apex is 100%. You know what? I don't care. Max accounts 3, withdrawal no max. That's nice. Buffer requirement. Yes. How much though? Like, oh, like that. Okay, don't care. Daily loss rule. So there is a daily loss rule here, but on Blue Sky there's no daily loss. Drawdown, end of day, intraday. Okay. Crazy. But it doesn't trail though, because I mean your daily drawdown is so much smaller than your max drawdown that it doesn't even matter. Trailing intraday. No, it says that it's end of day on the evaluation. End of day. But again, I don't really care. This is not going to make the difference because this only matters if you're over leveraging, and like I'm not, so like especially if you're paying $90 for the account, you really don't want to blow it. Whereas on Apex, they make it just cheap so that they can roll in evaluation charges, and then you have to actually pay for the activation once you get to that. Okay, let's look at this then. You said, yeah, intraday unfunded. Yes, exactly. Intraday unfunded. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to switch right now. Like, yeah, if Trade-of-8 is just down like way too much, maybe I'll think about it. But like I already paid the activation fee for lifetime, and like buying more accounts before I get a payout just seems counterproductive. Does this also have fucking... Ooh, 100%. That's what we like. Minimum trading day 1. Great. Okay. Does this have a promotion code? Because you said 80 all in and it's not. Oh, okay, okay. Starter. Expert. What? Activation fee X. Okay. Activation fee X. Why is this more expensive? What is the difference? Oh, 3 contracts, 5 contracts. Is that it? Daily loss limit 0. Ah. I see. End of day drawdown. Sick. Reset fee 50. Scaling rule. Now, what is this? Scaling plan only in funded stage. Oh, this better not be some BS. I mean, okay, can you trade micros with this? Like, can you trade as many micros as you want? Like, I can't believe how dumb it was, like, when Top Step didn't have the ability to trade as many micros as you want. Like, how are you gonna let people trade 5 minis but not even trade 6 micros, which is less than 1 mini? Low profit target. Okay, what is the scale up plan? Frequently asked questions. Here we go. Oh, wait, does this have trade evade, by the way? Yes, it has micro scaling. Great. I'm gonna assume that means you can trade as many as you want. Okay, trade evade. That's what I like to see. Scaling. Scaling plan. Oh, dude, we're chilling. No one cares. They let you start off with 2 minis? We're cool. Okay, I'm never gonna trade 2 minis anyway. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, drawdown. Daily loss. Daily loss limits, blah blah blah. Does not disqualify. Sick. So I like this the best so far. It's 80 bucks. It has a massive daily loss limit and like double that in trailing drawdown. You can trade as many micros as you want. Yeah, it's only 2-3 contracts, whatever. I'm never gonna trade this much anyway. What did we say about weekly payouts? Okay, nice. No consistent okay, doesn't matter. The minimum evaluation days, you can get some funded on the same day. Nice. And this is cheaper than Take Profit Trader. Is there anything that Take Profit Trader is better at than this? Because from what I'm seeing, like, basically they're the same thing, except this is like 10% better in every single category. Is it just that Take Profit you can get paid every day, and here it's only once a week? But to be honest, like, who's taking out payouts more than once a week, bro? Another fair value gap. Yeah, I mean, again, this whole move from here to here, 100 points. I'm gonna be a very good trader one day. One day. I think live streaming is good for my development because I'm voicing all of my thoughts beforehand. They find excuses not to be. Yeah, but I don't really want a massive payout. I just want to get anything. Right now I've dropped 3K on accounts, and I just want to make that back so that I don't feel like an ass, you know? Take profit trader is legit, they pay always. Okay, but if I follow the rules and my payout is not humongous, because I'm only going to be trading like 3 to 5 micros, then they shouldn't really complain, right? Like, I'm just going to do the bare minimum, like, let's see. Payout FAQs. Buffer zone, also known as the drawdown. No restrictions with, okay, how does the, every blah blah blah. Oh, okay. Nice. Well, this is actually pretty cool. The first 10k, as if I'm gonna make more than 10k in 14 days. Is the buffer zone just the 3k that... Minimum withdrawal of 1k. Okay, cool. Static affiliate. Yes. I like that. This is going to be going straight into my description. Also, Maverick, if you think there's any way for me to like improve my content so more people get to enjoy it, please let me know. Minimum take profit is 20 ticks, by the way. Microscoping is not allowed. 20 ticks divided by 4 is 5 points. Yeah, I don't take trades smaller than that anyway. But also, what if it's just break even? That's not like... Like, I can trail my stop, right? Also, for take profit trader or for my funded futures? What was I looking for? Oh yeah, buffer. What is the buffer zone? How much is it? That's what I want to know. How much? Okay, I don't know. Payout policy. Yes. Your earnings, your way. Initial profits up to 10. Okay, flexible, blah, 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 blah. Minimum 1k. Yeah, fine. My funded does not allow scalping. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, that's your strategy. You do microscoping, so that actually bothers you, right? But for me, I'm trying to get at least 20 points, which is like, what, 80 ticks? So I'm not really that worried about them setting a minimum on the TP. As long as I'm allowed to stop out for break even, I'll be happy. Because that would be crazy, keeping you in a trade when you want to get out. Like, I don't care, don't pay me, blah blah, whatever, but just let me not lose the account on just because they decided. You can withdraw up to 60% of your profits with a standard profit split. The threshold, if any, okay, the minimum withdrawal applies. Once you withdraw, your buffer zone resets to 0, and any remaining drawdown is lost. What? Why is it so complicated? So basically, if you withdraw before you hit the profit target, then you can only withdraw 60%, and the threshold will be locked at 0, as long as it's 1k, and this goes to, okay, that's fine. I don't really care. You have the opportunity to make a withdrawal before reaching full threshold. You can withdraw to the remaining 40% will remain in your account. Okay. For a withdrawal of the entire account, depending on your account life, you receive. What? Oh, okay. If it's the whole thing, fine. don't really care. Withdrawal thresholds, 50k account, 2k. Sick. Okay, this looks good. I think this is the one I like most so far. Like, still, Apex is just the best overall. Well, actually not really in terms of pricing. The nice thing about Apex is you really don't have to care about anything, because when they do a 90% promotion, the accounts are so cheap that you can just over leverage them and just get an account immediately. To be sure, the buffer is 2k on MFF. Okay, that's fine. I thought it would be 3k because that's their profit target, but 2k is fine. Not complaining. Especially if their max drawdown is 2.5k. Like, the buffer is less than the... Yeah, anyways. And we're about to hit final TP. There's nothing else to the upside. Boom, smashed. That's it. That's a good day. Obviously, didn't make any money on this, but again, I was overwhelmingly bullish at the start of the day, and at this point right here, I was unsure of any downside targets. I was just saying, like, I don't really see how much lower than these lows it can go, and it did exactly that. It took these lows and then it went back up. I said if we get under here, then we're potentially going here, but that was outside of the scope of my expectation. And yeah, we smoked the highs, pretty much exactly what I was thinking. 11 o'clock. You know the Apex 100 oh, okay. Why would they make the bigger account have less of an activation fee than the smaller account? That really bothers me, because I just wanna get the smallest account I can and just get a couple withdrawals of like 1k or whatever. Like, I just wanna get my initial losses back and be break even, and then build up a little bit of capital so I can... Don't really need this, do I? So I can kind of get more accounts, get more capital, and make some profit. Like, in the start, my goal is to just get a payout, any payout, without like risking a lot and buying a new account every single day. Yeah, Apex, yeah. 150. The thing is, for Apex, the risk to reward gets messed up as the accounts go up in size, which is okay. Yeah, you basically get 2 to 1 on this. Trailing threshold 5k and 9k. You can make $100 a day for 50 days and withdraw 2.7. Feasible. Yeah, I guess. But again, $85 is more than... also, you have to pay for the account initially. Like, how much is this? 297 times 0.2. So 60 plus 85. This is basically twice as expensive as MFF, right? Because although you get a drawdown of 5k, I don't really care about that, because I don't want to have a massive account anyway. I just... Hello, can this please go back to the... Oh, it's... okay. What? Okay, here. 40 bucks is the eval, also promo. What? Oh, like that. Okay. Yeah, but again, that's 1.5 times as much. Like I really like I like this right now. This seems like the best alternative. Especially considering that we started this conversation because Apex trade evade is down, and I already have a 25k Apex account. Why would I go for 150k when my 25k account does the same thing? And it's on the same company, so if trade evade is down, it'll be down for both accounts. Whereas hopefully if I get a trade evade account on MFF, it won't be down at the same time as the Apex one. Or at least that's my theory. How long have we been live? It's, yeah, almost 2 hours. So we got this playing out pretty much perfectly, even though we couldn't trade it because, well, at the start, you know, I wasn't trying to enter, but after this and over here, I was trying to enter, but we couldn't because Apex is rejecting the orders. Apparently, trade evade is down for them. I probably would have made money considering that I was bullish and it went up. So even if I took one stop here or there, I would have overall made more money. This move was, even from up here to here, it's still a big move. So I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, we would have made money if trade evade wasn't down, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. I'm still learning, so even if I don't make money immediately, the experience is gonna pay dividends. So the 150k account allows you to take a payout and continue trading. I'm confused. Don't all accounts allow you to continue trading after you take a payout? Oh, like, what do you mean? We're probably going for this high this week, I would guess. Unless we stop right here at full closure of this, we're probably just going to go and take this out. Because overall, everything is still pretty bullish. And unless we get some kind of reversal towards the premium end of this, I'm anticipating higher prices. That being said, ES has taken out these highs. So if Nasdaq stays in here and this breaks down under here, I would expect. Did I see the message above? Yes. You mean on the 150 you can make $100 a day for 50 days and withdraw 27? Oh. You mean like you're gonna make 5k in 50 days and then take out half of it and then... But I don't get it, because isn't the minimum like way less? Like, don't you get a payout every 10 days if you want it? Or is the plan to just like... I don't get entirely what you mean. Also, does my funded futures ever do oh look, Apex Discord. Trading view or trade evade trading halted. Little bit late, but you know, at least they told us, so that's nice. Oh wait. It's not showing. Oh, no, it is showing. Okay. Yeah. I'm referring to Apex 25K. There is a delay in the messages. I know there's a delay. But I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Also, Maverick, feel free to join the Discord if you have Discord. It's completely free, by the way. I'm not selling anything. I'm just making videos and sharing the story. So yeah, if you wanna hang out, talk, or whatever, just click the link and hop in there. But live chat is also fine. But yeah, does My Funded Futures ever do discounts? Because if 80 bucks is their standard pricing and they discount this to like 50 without an activation fee would be pretty insane. Especially considering the conditions of this account. Like 3 contracts, more than enough. Daily drawdown, huge. Max drawdown, huge. Hitting this doesn't kill your account, which is how I think it should be, because this is like so arbitrary, right? Like, and then they have a profit target, drawdown, end of day. Like everything just looks so good. Capped withdrawals, that's fine. Starter, yeah. Everything just looks good. I would be interested in getting one of these. But yeah. Yeah, I just don't get what you mean. 150k allows you to take a payout and continue trading. Also, on the 25k, you can also make 100 bucks a day for 50 days. I just don't really know what I'm missing. I'm probably gonna think about ending the stream in a sec because I'm hungry and we already got the whole move. Apex Trade of 8 is down. So there's not much to do here, even though I love hanging out. No stream tomorrow because I have to do some things. Potentially streaming on Wednesday. I'll schedule it from the day before. Yeah. I'll be happy to have you again. I love talking to you in chat. And yeah, let me know if there's anything else that you think would improve. Like maybe I can figure out how to get music on the stream. Seems that your messages don't show up. I see your messages. Are there messages that you've sent that didn't send? Because I think I'm seeing most of them. There's no reason for them not to be showing. It's 0 deleted messages and 0 hidden messages. Look. Look, it's not hiding any of them. I can see all of the... I can see everything. Maybe I'm a bit dumb. Maybe I just don't know what you're saying. Yeah, feel free to join the Discord. I think it's a better way of communicating, especially when I'm not live streaming. So I think it would be cool to have like a bunch of people that are just chill, just talking to each other in there. Right now it's very inactive, but that's okay because the channel is just getting started. I mean, you know, 60 subscribers is not a lot. Like, it's more than I thought I would have by now, but in the grand scheme of things, especially because all of those subscribers don't just like watch every day. Like we have one person watching the live. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday and you can tell me how everything is going. But yeah, yes, I sent some messages that didn't appear. Maybe it's from your internet. I don't know what it is. Like maybe something's bugging out. But it's okay. I'll be here a long time, so if you come back to watch the stream again, we will continue this conversation. That's why the message about the 150k doesn't make sense. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's nothing we can do. All right, have a great day. See you soon, and yeah. With that, I shall end the stream. Bye bye.